So it's Tuesday, October 12th. This is day 166, I believe. I stayed the night last night here at Mountain Harbor. It's a super cool hostel, converted from an old barn. And this is the 19-year-old kitty, Oda May. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is back porch and waterfall. And some ducks. There's the bed and breakfast on the hill, also where they do their epic breakfasts. No one's in the hostel, so I'll take you inside there. Got coffee, microwaves, picnic table, couch, TV. There's a private room back in the corner. Ice machine. A room in there. Bathroom. And this is the bunk room where I was at last night. I stayed in that bunk. Another room there. Back porch. And then there's tinning and little cabins and stuff back up through there by the creek. And some more bunks up there. So, super cool hostel. I thought about zeroing here, but I need to keep going, so today we're going to climb up 5,000 feet. Well, it'll be the first 5,000 foot since Katahdin, so it'll be fun. And they have a general store over there with drinks, resupply, etc. What, Oda May? What? Really? Alright. Super friendly kitty. Oh, we're about to get started on the trail. Welcome to Mountain Harbor. There's some fungus among us. Alright, so I think it was like 7 o'clock when I got here, so I just got the bunk instead of tenting because the food truck closed at 8. I wanted to get a shower and do laundry, so keep it simple. So they got camp spots right there on the other side of the creek. There's one right there. Porta potty. Looks like they may have been building something in the platform. And they have this treehouse thing up here on the left. So I gotta climb this hill and then the paved road back up to the trail and then start climbing again. So I got 50 miles to Irwin. According to Gut Hooks, it's right at 15,000 feet worth of ascent between here and Irwin. and like 4,000 of it's in the next 5 miles. So far it has not been bad. I followed a logging road. It's been pretty steady until this little flat spot here. Got the old heart rate up, but not too bad. Getting the 120s. Just kind of going slow, steady until I get to the top. I don't want to try to speed up it and burn myself out. But sure am looking forward to the highlands. There's a bunch of cars down at the road. I ran into some day hikers. Some section hikers already. I expect I'll probably run into the most people in the highlands that I've seen in a while. It's probably a fairly popular section. Got a little bit of a view through the trees. Starting to get all those colors. So this climb hasn't been bad at all. I think you do that, you're making your mind it's going to be worse than it really is. And then when you do it, you're like, oh, that wasn't too bad. You just never know. But we haven't got to the top yet. I'm feeling much better today than I was yesterday afternoon. And I got a quart of Mountain Dew with me. So that ought to help me get there. Let's see. Watch says we're only at 3,600 feet, so still got like 1,500 or something to go. That's overall. The ups and downs between adds to it. So the climb got steeper, and it looks like it's about to get a little steeper. We still got a ways to go, but I think there's a view spot right here. Maybe. A little bit of one, not much. That's alright. We have views in our future. It's already getting cold. The watch says we're at 4,300 feet. There's still a good ways up there before you get to the daylight poking through the trees. Well, we'll just keep climbing until we get there. Because we will get there. So that's the trail just came up. And this is where we're going. I can see daylight galore. So we're almost to the top of something. I'm gonna look over to the right and I can still, so it may turn right and go over to, I don't know. It hadn't been as bad as I thought it would be, but a break from climbing would be nice. I'm making decent time though. It's just 12:30. I can't remember what time I left the hostel. 10:30, 11. If we were going northbound, we'd be leaving North Carolina. Really big camp spot over there. Oh, another camp spot over there. There's a water source trail too. Oh, we're not there yet. We just get a little break from the woods and some views. I calibrated my watch. It says we're at 4,595 feet. A little bit of a view right here. I just had a couple pass that they're going north. And they said there was a beautiful view spot not too far up, so all these colors start, man, they're going good. In the next week or two, there's gonna be color everywhere. So still kind of here at this view spot. I checked and Hook's curiosity got the best of me. Or what they call Doll Flats. That's why it got kind of flat. And we were about halfway up this mountain, according to the profile. Or halfway up our climb of the mountain anyway. So I'll enjoy this somewhat flat section and see what we got after that. This is steep. Looks like cows or something down there. It's just nice to have a view. So we got 8 miles to the shelter. Stan Murray Shelter, I believe was the name of it. Started out with 11. So we're doing pretty good. Feeling pretty good. But we'll see when we get to the top of this climb. I'm still climbing. It's 1:30. It hasn't really gotten a steep climb anywhere, but steady uphill. Had 2 through hikers cruise by me just a few minutes ago. I was a day hiker coming down, but you'd be disappointed there's no views. I said, oh, there'll probably be a view when I get there. And it looks like most of the clouds are burning off with the heat of the day, having the sun coming up. So as I always say, early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. So hopefully we'll have good views. It's supposed to be nice weather next couple of days, so should have views for days, so to speak. So we got some pretty good views here. And a nice little breeze. But we're not at the top. I go up there, up that ridge. That's the top up there, I believe. And it looks like I can see the trail over there. And then we'll go down and climb some more. It's definitely nice. So I'll keep on strolling. Got 6 miles to the shelter. It's almost 2 o'clock. So it should be about right. I don't know. We'll see. I don't need a shelter. It's not supposed to be bad weather. There's tons of camping, I've heard. So we'll see what time it is, how I feel, all that good stuff when I get there, and evaluate it from that. This is from a little higher up. Yeah, I can see the trail right up to the top of that. Some clouds still rolling in from the other side, so may not have a view from up there, I don't know. We'll get something though, it doesn't look completely clouded out. So. We're currently 5279 on elevation. And then tomorrow, I think, is when I climb Roan Mountain. I have to go back and look at the guide. I think this is Hump Mountain. And of course, Roan Mountain's over 6,000 feet. Hopefully I get a good day there too. Fuzzy caterpillar hiking to Georgia. I don't know if you can see him right there. This breeze is nice. I feel my shorts drying off already. In typical AT fashion, I'll probably have a climb just before the end of the day. Soak my clothes again. That's the way it usually works out. Well, I'm just going to soak in these views and enjoy my little stroll up this grassy hill. And it's starting to get a little cloudy. We just come from all the way and around, way and down. Just enjoying what little bit's left of the view. I think when we get to the top, there's not going to be anything to see. And we're almost there. It's kind of funny, those two thru hikers passed me a little bit ago. We're sitting on a rock. And I don't know, the way the terrain dipped and went up here. I walked by, I said, man, this reminds me a lot like the Saddleback Range in Maine. And he said, that's funny, that's what she just said. Yep. Not gonna be anything to see, really. Oh well. Can't get them all. And we've been lucky with some pretty epic views on this journey. Katahdin, Washington. Houston Ridge, Stanley A. Murray. Yep, nothing to see up here. Man, it was a good climb. I'm glad I didn't go any further south last year before I stopped. I think that was about the best place for me to start back. We get prepared for this. Whew. It's a little chilly up here, but not as bad as I thought it'd be. It would have been cold around Christmas time, probably have been when I was coming through here. If I'd have stayed on trail, it would have been cold. We're way up there. Just a little bit ago. We're starting to come down to get some views peeking through the clouds again. It's nice to be going downhill. Starting to get a few views again. And the trail cuts through up that way, up to the top over there. A good view that direction. That's something to see. So, climbing up this bit of mountain's been the challenge. They followed a stream, but it looks like it may end here, or at least for the moment. Yeah, nice. It's still muddy. Your shoe tread gets full of mud, and you don't have any traction on anything. Man, a lot of climbing today. So we come in those woods out over there and kind of zigzagged up through the meadow. Still real cloudy. Now I'm about to go into the woods again. I think the last time I looked it was about 3 miles from the shelter. It's 3:30, so I'll probably stop when I get there. I'm feeling pretty good now, but I haven't stopped to take a break since I started, so I'll at least be ready to take the pack off and sit down for a minute. We're getting there. It was a hard day, but not as hard as I thought it'd be, so that's good. There'll probably be people at the shelter if I had to guess, but I could be wrong. So coming down, yeah, I've looked, it's like 3.4 miles from the shelter, 1.5 miles from the Overland shelter, which is the old barn that was condemned in 2019. So you're not supposed to be camping in it, but you can camp nearby. I think it said it was 0.2 off the trail, so I might swing by there and check it out. Hadn't been much for views since the other side of Hump Mountain, but was it cloudy? Cloud rolling through. Still kind of a cool thing to see. At least I'm not baking in the sun, right? And a little bit of a view here. I think that's the Overland Mountain Shelter down there. So I might as well go check it out. Since I can see it, I don't have an excuse, right? And we'll probably be climbing up there somewhere for the shelter we're going to. It's just a little over 2 miles away. And it's 4:20. Yep, 4:20. I've been doing some recent trail work. And here's this little camp spot. There's a good view. Looks like a house. Probably can't make it out on the camera right over there. Set back in the trees. So I was thinking about going to the Overton Mountain Shelter, but it's all downhill, and I think further than 0.2 miles. It already came downhill a little ways, but since I don't need anything from the shelter, I was just going to check it out. I guess I will skip it. I got the picture from afar, so just don't want to add all the extra climbing to the day. How lazy is that? So I'm a little under a mile from the shelter. The 3 hikers have been leapfrogging with past me. Don't know if that's where they're going, but almost done for the day. If nobody's there, we'll see it when we get there. So just ran into the maintenance guy. That was the guy singing. I don't know if you heard it on the last clip. For the station at 19E. Him and another guy that worked there was out hiking. I was walking their blind dog. He said the dog did the whole thing in 2018. So they just have him out section today. And so far he's doing good. I'm climbing this uphill to the shelter. It's not too strenuous. But we should be there shortly. I hope so anyway. And take these shoes off, put on the camp shoes, get the tent set up. Have time to let the clothes dry off. And then go to bed. So 0.1 from the shelter. I have a feeling those 3 through hikers will probably be there. But I don't know. They may have. It's 5:30, so I don't know. But I plan to put my tent up anyway. Oh, what a day. I'll be followed by some more climbing tomorrow. I have no idea how much. But I'm like 39 miles from the camper, so I'll be there in a few days. Get to see the wife and kitty. I may get her to get me a day early or something. I'll have to look at roads and whatnot, and maybe I can slack pack myself for a day or two. We shall see. Well, I guess that's it for today, and we'll resume tomorrow. Yeah. There's the shelter. Looks like somebody's there, so we'll see you in the morning. Nope, nobody's here. I was seeing things. Not much to it. And the water is that way. No comments in like a year. So hopefully it's flowing. We'll go down there and check it out. I don't think it's that far, I hope. Pick out a tent spot and call it done.